So today we will see functions. So functions are also very important in real time because if any requirement comes right, so we should know which function we have to use for that particular type of requirement. So it is very uh, so first thing we have to concentrate on functions actually. So you should be able to remember all the functions actually. Okay? So when come to functions, we have different types of functions. Like we have string functions, number functions. So string means most of the time we will be using these functions on dimensions or text fields. So number functions means we will be mostly using these number functions based on top of measures. So logical functions we can use on anything either the dimension or measure. So date functions we'll discuss separately because date is a big topic. So we'll discuss the date functions while discussing these dates. And user functions, when I say user functions, right? So user functions are nothing but like if you want to restrict the row level security, if you want to implement the row level security, right? Then we can go for these user functions like isMember function like that. So first we will see what are the string functions. So all these are string functions actually. Okay, all these are string functions. So we have already seen that what is the use of str function. Str means, for example, if you want to convert a measure into dimension or a string field, right? Then you can go for a str function. So I'll just simply try to tell you like I'll go to simply Tableau. So for example, here I have sales, right? So here I have sales. As a sales is measure as of now. So because of that reason, when you drag any measure into the text here or row shelf or column shelf, I can see summation here. Now what I will do, I want to convert this measures into a dimension or a string field, right? For that, we have direct options also there. I can directly click on the convert to dimension option. But in addition, this is an option we can use. So apart from this option, sometimes we have to use the functions also in calculations. So I'll simply go to create calculation. So to overall this function, I will try to use str function. So str is a function which converts the measures or numbers into a dimension. So now calculation is a calculation 3. In calculation 3, we are having str of sales. Now just click on OK. Now search for calculation 3. You see this is appearing under dimension list now. Why? Because we have converted that into a dimension. So whenever you drag any dimension to the row shelf, right? So we won't see summation there. Instead, we can see each individual value what we are getting from the database like this. Okay, like that. So we will use this string function to convert a measure or a number into a string field or a dimension. So for example, if you want to learn about all the functions, right? So you can open a calculation field, then you can go for this arrow symbol. Now here you can see all the functions here. So when you click on this all option, you can see all functions, number function, string function, date function, type conversion. Type conversion means like if you want to convert measure into dimension, dimension to measure like that. So logical function means if statements like that. Aggregate functions, user functions, table calculations. You can see all the functions here. So for example, you are seeing for example, when you click on number functions, right? So it will display all the number functions, ABS, ACON, ASIN, like that. It will show all the number functions. And you can say a simple example also here about each function. Like ABS function, we use ABS of -7 means like that. You can see some description and along with some example also here. So for example, in the calculation, you are using str function, right? Now what you can do is when you click on this str, right? Now you see the tableau will display about that str function here. Okay, like that. So like that you can do. Now, so here I have given syntax along that. So it is coming under the output of it is a string function or dimension. Now we can use len function. Len function means it will try to find out how many characters are there in a field. So for example, I want to take a simple example like you take a region, right? So I want to find out, okay, maybe I'm just going to format option workbook. I'm making it a bit bigger, like 12. Okay. So for example, if you take east, right, in the east, we have four characters or four letters, right? So if you want to display the type of, if you want to find out the length of a string, right, then we can go for this character len function. So len of, I want to find out the length of each region. So simple is len of region. Now just click on apply, drag the calculation for into the text here. But you see, for each, right, we have only four characters only, but it is giving 11,000 something, some wrong value it is giving. Why? Because every time when you write a calculation, right, so you have to think that it is a row level calculation or it is an aggregated calculation. So nowhere in the calculation we are using aggregation functions, right? We are not using any aggregation functions. So the output of this is a numeric actual. The output of it is numeric field and it will be applied for each row in the database. For example, for each region, how many characters we should have? Four, right? So for each and every row, four will be applied. And finally, when you drag this calculation here, right, all the rows will be summed up and it is giving like 4,000 like this. So if you want to check that, right, simply click on east here, go to view data option, go to orders like row level data. You see, for each and every row, wherever we have each, right, it is giving you 4 like that only. Now, when you are doing the summation of all these things, we are getting that 11,000. So what I will do to avoid that, what I can do is there are two options. Out of all these rows, I will try to find out the minimum value. What is the minimum value out of all these rows? 4 only, right? So, and one more method is I will try to find out maximum value out of all these rows. Maximum also 4, right? So that I can use either min function, max function, or I can use average function also. Okay. So like that I can do. So I'll simply go to my sum of this calculation for. Now try to apply min function here. Minimum of this one. Now you see we are getting, it is displaying correct characters here. So this is the one method. And the other method is like we have to, we can do the, we have to convert this into a dimension actually. Why? Because as we just have seen that if you convert anything into a dimension, dimension will dimensions cannot be summed up, right? So because of that reason, they will display the values as it is. So what I will do to convert this into a dimension, I will use string here, str function. On top of this, I will use a str function. So in that way, now the calculation is going under dimension list now. Now when you drag it into the row shelf, column shelf or text here, it will display number of characters as it is without doing any summation. So that is the advantage of, like, that is one of the functionality of the dimensions. Uh, Now one more function will be having ltrim. Ltrim means I'll simply tell you what is the use of this function. So if you have any spaces, so for example, I just tell you a simple example like, so for example, if you have, for example, assume that I have east region here. So after east, you have any spaces, right? So if you want to remove these spaces, then we have to go for trim function. So trim will remove the spaces. So ltrim means it will remove the spaces left side of that string. So for example, if you have any spaces just left of this function, right, left of this string, right, it will remove these left side spaces. Rtrim means it will remove the right side spaces. And trim means it will remove left side spaces, right side spaces also. Both spaces it will remove. Okay. Now we will come for left function. So what is the meaning of left function here? Means like, so I'll try to use left of. I want to, for example, in the east region, I want to display only first character only I want to display. For each and every region, I want to display only first character. For central, I want to display C. For east, I want to display E. For south, I want to display S. Like that, if you want to display only first characters, right, then we have to use the left function. Simply drag this into left of this one. And the left function is taking two arguments. First argument is string we have to give. that is the dimension we are giving here, comma, number of characters. So from left side, I want to display only one character only. So you can give simply one here. Okay. I'll just simply click on apply. Now drag this into row shelf, calculation 4. Now you see it is giving you the leftmost character. From left side, it will be giving you one character. If you give two here, right, it will display two characters from the left side, like that. So similarly, right function. So right function means it will display the from right side, it will display the right side characters. Okay. Now we'll come to split function. So split function is very important in real time. So I'll tell you one of the use case where we can use this split function. Okay. I'm just trying to tell you a simple example, one example or two examples here. So I have email ID of a person. For example, my email ID is like, for example, assume that gvkartik@gmail.com. And we have one more person like abc@gmail.com. And we have one more person like xyz. He is from other different company, like maybe we can say tcs.com, like that. Okay. So what the user is asking is like from he want to find out the domain of each and every email. So for example, if you take this first person, right, it is using which domain? Gmail domain. And this person also using Gmail domain. This person is using TCS domain. So what is his requirement is he want to display gmail.com, gmail.com, tcs.com. So after at the rate character, right? After at the rate, we have tcs.com, right? So we want to display that string here in the output. So for simplicity, I'm just trying to copy this thing into the Tableau. Just go to new sheet, click somewhere in the middle, try to control V. It is trying to paste the data. Now you see the data is pasted, right? So the data, you can see the data source name is clipboard here, and all the data it will show in the sheet. Now what I want to do is I want to find out, I want to display all the characters after at the rate function. After at the rate character. So what I will do, I want to split this each and every email, right? So I'll get a calculation here. So I can use split function here. When you type split, right, it will display the split here. For a split function, we have to provide three arguments. First one is a string we have to provide. String means the dimension what you want to split. So now second is a delimiter. Delimiter means within single quote, we have to provide at the rate. Why? Because I want to find out all the characters after at the rate, right? So I can go for this. Delimiter is nothing but in this case at the rate. Now the third the third one is like token number. Now what is the meaning of token number? I'll tell you a simple thing. If you take the first email ID, right? So we have at the rate here. So before at the rate is token number 1. After the at the rate is token number 2. So I want this token number 2, right? So I can simply use here 2. That is nothing but token number 2. Simply click on apply here. Now bring this calculation into the row shelf here. Now you see it is displaying token number 2, which is after the at the rate delimiter. Okay, so in place of delimiter, you can use any character actually. In place of delimiter, for this particular case, we are using at the rate character based on the requirement. But in real time, you can use any character here. Delimiter means any character you can use. Okay, now you see it is displaying it is giving the domain name like gmail.com, tcs.com, like that it is giving. Okay, now I will want to tell you one more example, like okay. So now now I'll try to explain one more example for the split function. So I'll go to sample superstore here. if you take product name, okay, let me take customer name here first. You see in the customer name, so just let me go to format option and okay. So if you see customer name, for example, if you see first customer name, right? In the first customer name, I have Aaron space Bergman, right? So assume that Aaron is the first name and Bergman is the last name. So I want to display only first name only here. So how to identify the first name means before space, we have Aaron, right? That is token number 1. After space, we have Bergman, that is token number 2. So Aaron is the first name, Bergman is the last name. So I want to display only first name only, right? Now, what is the delimiter in this case is space, right? So what I'll do is like, I'll simply go to my split function. First argument string, we have to provide string, comma, delimiter in this case is space, right? So within single quote, just provide space. Now, third argument is token number. I want first name, right? Before space, I want to display. So the token number is 1 here. Simply click on apply. Now drag this calculation 1. So drag this calculation 5 into the row shelf. Now you see it is displaying the uh, first delimiter here. That is first name it is displaying. So like that you can do anything. For example, my requirement is like this. I want to now as of now I can see Aaron Bergman, right? Now what I want to do is I want to display like this. Bergman Aaron. Like that I want to display. So now I want to reverse it actually. First I want to display Bergman, then I want to display Aaron. So what I can do, now I use the same split function here. Sorry. So here 2 will display the second token, right? That is Bergman, it will display. You see, it is displaying the Bergman here. That is token number 2. Now what I want to do is, I want to display Bergman. After that, I want to display Aaron. Like that, after that, I want to display Aaron here. So what I will do, I'll simply do the concatenation here. So this is called string concatenation. So I'll copy the same split function one more time here. So this is giving you the Bergman. This will give you the Aaron. So here we have to take the token number 1 here. Now just click on apply. Now you see it is displaying Bergman first, then Aaron it is displaying. Now I want space between Bergman and Aaron. Now what I can do, within a single quote, I'll provide space here. Like that you can do. If you display comma here, it will display comma in between Bergman and Aaron. Just click on apply. Now you see, I can see comma space here. Whatever you provide within this single quote, right? That will display that here. So that is the use of split function. So we have seen the split function just now using a function here, but sometimes I can go with option also. So for example, if you take customer name, when you click on this drop down, right, you can go to transform option. In the transform option, I can see split function here. So when you click on the split function, right, Tableau automatically split the customer name into different fields based on the space. By default, it will take delimiter as a space. So when you take customer name split 1 into the row shelf, I can see Aaron here. When you take split 2 into the row shelf, I can see Bergman here, like that. Okay. So when you go with options, right, by default, it will take the delimiter as a space. So based on the space, it will split the string here. Okay. And for the same customer name, I can see one more option here, transform. I can see custom split also there. So what is the meaning of custom split means? You can use the separate delimiter whatever you want. Instead of space, you want to use single quote, double quote, like at the rate function, at the rate character. So whatever you want, you can use that here. So let me tell you for now, simple example. So I have a product name here. You see in this product name, I can see spaces also there. I can see this double quote also there. Now what I want to do is, I want to split this product name based on the delimiter double quote. So how many double quotes we have in this product means, this is one double quote and this is one more double quote. So I want to split this product name based on the double quotes. So like that, when you split this product based on the double quotes, right? How many products we will get? This is one, this is two, this is three. So we have three delimiters. So you have three token numbers. So delimiters are two. This is one delimiter. This double quote is another delimiter. And how many tokens we have? This is one token. After the double quote, we have one more token. After the second token, we have one more delimiter, one more token number. So we have three token numbers. So you can go to product name. Instead of using split function, right? I can simply use transform. I can go to custom split. Use the separator is double quote. Why? Because I want to split these products based on the double quotes. Now, how many splits you want? I want only one split, right? When you when you use one here, it will split only one thing. It will give you only one delimiter only. It will give you. So what I will do, instead of first, what I can select is, I can select all here. All means it will give you all the token numbers. Okay, one, two. This is three. It will give you all the token numbers. Just click on OK. Now you see, I got three splits here: split one, split two, split three. Now when you drag split one, it is nothing but token number one. So what is the token number one means? Token number one means before first delimiter, we have whatever we have, entire thing is nothing but delimiter token number one. So I can see that is under split one here. Under split two, after the double quote, I have cube, right? So I can see that as a token number two here. That is split two. I can see that. Now after second delimiter, I have office refrigerators, right? That is coming under split three here. Okay, so like that. So that is about split function and custom split. Now we have seen already starts with function, end with function, contains function. We have already seen, right? Okay. So now I will use, we will go for find nth function, and we'll go for mid functions. So we'll see all these three parallelly. Sorry. So we'll discuss about mid function, find function, and find nth function. So all these are together we can use actually, but we'll go one by one. First, we will see mid function. Okay. Very simple. You can see the syntax here, but I will tell you the syntax in here. So again, I want to take the product name here. For this example, I want to take the product name. So if you have more number of products, you may be confusing, right? So what I will do, I will select only 3 to 4 products. Like first product, I can select maybe third product, maybe fourth, like this. I'm selecting the products randomly here. Okay, just keep only, that will keep only those products only. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of mid function? What the mid function will do? So I'll simply tell you, like, for example, in this product name, right? I want to see all the characters from, like, for example, if you take this product, for example, uh, first character is in position 1, second character is in position 2, third character is in position 3, like that. So 1, 2, 3, like that. We have positions in the like first character is in first position, second character is in second position, like that. So those are nothing but those are about positions. Now I want to see all the characters after 10th position. So assume that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like assume that it is coming at 10th position. So after 10th position, I want to see all the characters. Before 10th position, I don't want to see anything. But from 10th position onwards, whatever the characters we have, I want to see all the characters in the output here. So for that, we will go for mid function here. So mid, it will take 3 arguments. First argument, second argument are compulsory. We have to provide. Third argument is mentioned in this open braces, right? So it is an optional argument. No need to provide length here. Okay. But we'll discuss about length also a bit later. first provide the anything. Every time string means we have to take dimension only here, comma. Start means from which position you want to see all the characters. Okay. From first position, I want to see all the characters. First position means from first letter onwards, I can see all the characters in the output. So just click on apply here. So this is a calculation 6, drag into row shelf. Now you see in the first position, we have one only, right? So from first position onwards, we can see all the characters. Now, when you provide 2 here, in the second position, what we have here, dot, right? So including that, we will get all the characters. Just click on apply. Now you see, including dot here, you will get all the characters in the output here, like that. So from which position you want to see all the characters, right? We have to provide all those characters. Like from fifth position, I want to see all the characters in the output. So simply just use here 5. Just click on apply. Now you see from the fifth position, in the fifth place, I have C here. So from C, you can see all the characters in the output. Now, if you go for second product, in the fifth position, I have S here, small s, or Y, right? Maybe Y we have. So from that position onwards, I can see all the characters in the output here, like that. Okay. Now, we have to provide the third argument here. What is the meaning of third argument? For example, if I take first position here, and in the length, right, from first position, I want to get 4 characters in the output. So here we have to provide 4 here. So what it will do is from first position to fourth positions, whatever the characters we have, it will give you all the characters between first and fourth positions. Click on apply. Now you see from 1 to fourth position, whatever we have, it will give you all the characters in the output here. Okay. But you see after 1.7, we have space here. It is giving you that space also in the output here. Okay. Okay, now we'll go a bit advanced here. So this is about mid function. Okay, this is about mid function. I'm just commenting this mid function here. Now I'll try to explain you about find function. Now, okay, now my requirement is here. In this first product, so we have so many characters are there, right? I want to find out in which position this particular double quote is occurring. I'm just trying to repeat it. In which position this double quote is occurring, I want to find out that position. So what I will do here is I will use find function here. Simply use the product name here, comma, sorry. Second argument is substring, right? So what is the meaning of substring means? I want to find out double quotes, right? So what you can do is within single quote, just provide the double quote here. So what it will do is in this product name, it will try to find out in which position the double quote is occurring. Okay. So I want to say one more thing here. In which position means, for example, it is occurring in 9th position, right? It will give you the 9th position. 9. It will give you 9 here in the output. In the output, I can see 9 here. Okay, like that. Simply click on apply. Now drag this calculation 6 into the row shelf. Now I can see that in the 24 position, I can see this double quote. Okay, like that. Now what I will do is I will try to combine now my next requirement is from this first double quote, I want to see all the characters in each and every product. In each and every product, just try to understand. Now what I'm trying to do is I want to combine this mid function and this find function together. So we'll see one requirement of like that. Now what is my requirement is in each and every product, I want to see all the characters after double quote. Okay. So in the first product name, after double quote, I have all these characters. In the maybe if you take this particular product, in this product, the double quote is occurring in the second position, right? So from second position onwards, I want to see all the characters in the output here. So, but you see, it is very difficult for us to find out. Manually, it is very difficult to find out in which position the double quote is occurring, and for each and every product, for each and every product, it is very difficult for us to calculate manually in which position the double quote is occurring. Because of that reason, what I will do is we will use the find function. So I'll simply copy this find function. Now I'll go to my meet function here. In the meet function, what is the second position? A second argument is start function, start position, start, right? Start means we have to give the from which position you want to find out all the characters. Now I don't want to enter my position manually here. Now to find out this position, I will use my find function. What this find function will do? It will give you from which position, in which position the double quote is occurring. Automatically it will find out. So similarly, it will do the same thing for each and every product. Okay. So just click on apply here. Now you see for first product, from after double quote, I can see all the characters here. In the front, in this also, so in this, in the second one, right, we don't have any double quotes here. Because of that reason, it is giving you all the characters here. But in the third, in this product, right, in this product, I can see a double quote here. Chennai, 1 minute. Okay. Now you see in the sixth, in this product, double quote is occurring in second position. So from this double quote onwards, it will give you all the characters. For example, you don't want this double quote in the output, right? Now what I will do, I will add simply one to this find function. So for example, this double quote is occurring 24 position, right? We are adding +1 here, so it will become 25. So from 25, it will give you all the characters. Simply click on apply. Now in this case, we can eliminate the double quote in the output here. So you may get one doubt here. So in this product, we have double quote. So I can see all the characters after double quote here. But in this product, I don't have double quote anywhere, right? So what is your requirement is I don't want to see this product at all. At all, I don't want to see this product. So in this case, we have to write a lengthy calculation. Like I can go for if statement here. Okay. So what is the if statement is like? I'll simply give you this find function only. So what this find function will do, what it will do is, so in the product, if it finds double quote, right? If the double quote is found, what it will do, it will return 1 here. If it will not find double quote, it will return 0 here. Okay. So in any product, if it finds a double quote, then what it will do is it will return the position of the double quote. In a product, if it not finds a double quote, it will return the 0 in the output. Now what I will do, if it is equal to 0, then I want null in the output. I don't want to get anything in the output. Else, I want to get this in the output. Just click on end here. Now you see this calculation is working. Just simply click on apply. Now you see, whenever it is not finding the double quote, there we are getting 0 in the output. Then what is the output I want? I don't want to display anything here like that. So for example, if you want to display something like no double quote, you can write that within single quote. Just give maybe whatever you write here, you will get that in the output. Okay. So if you want to understand this, just go to the video one more time. You can understand that one in a better manner. So I don't want to go in depth actually, because you may feel sometime bored of it. But based on this thing, you can like find nth position, like find nth function. I'll tell you what is the use of nth function. Okay, I'll just trying to remove everything here. Okay, I'll simply try to explain. In this product, right? In this product, double quote is occurring in two positions, in this position and in this position. it is the double quote is occurring 2 times. Now what is my requirement is I completely want to ignore the first position. In which position it is occurring? In first, I want to completely ignore the first position. In which position it is occurring? I want to find out second time in which position it is occurring. I want to find out. I'm just trying to repeat one more time. I want to find out double quote is occurring in which position second time, not first time. Second time in which position it is occurring. I want to find out that position. So for that purpose, we have to go for find nth function here. So it is taking 3 arguments here. First argument is product name only, substring. Second argument is substring, that is double quote only we have to give. Third argument is we have to provide occurrence here. I want to find out the position of second occurrence. So give the second occurrence 2 here. Click on apply. Now you see, first time it is occurring on 24th position, right? We have seen that earlier. Second time it is occurring on 29th position. It is giving you the nth occurrence of the double quote here. Not only that one, not only double quote, you can provide any character. If you provide a here, right, under substring, if you provide a here, what this will do is it will try to find out second time in which position the a is occurring. It will give you that position. You can apply. Now you see a is occurring second time in 46th position in the first product, like that. Okay, like that it will do. Again, you have to remember here the output of this is a row level data. So a row level thing you have to convert if you want to, as we discussed in the first starting of this topic, right? This is a row level calculation. So when you try to drag it to the row shelf or column shelf first time, it will give you duplicate like summation. To avoid that, we have to convert this to string or like that. You see here I am not using string here. Why? Because the six calculation is already in the string only, because we have converted this into string in the earlier. Because of that reason, we are not using str function. We are not using here, but in general, we have to use the str function, or you have to convert this into a dimension like that. Okay. Now I have a replace function. So it is also a very important function. Replace function is very important. I'll tell you the same example here. Calculation 6 I'm opening again here. Now you see, I'm just trying to take the same example here. I want to replace double quote with a space. Okay, I'm just trying to repeat here. I want to replace a double quote, for example, with @ character. So what I will do simply, I'll simply use replace function here. Product name. Second argument is which one you want to replace. I want to replace double quote. So you have to provide that as a substring here. And you want to replace double quote with which one? You have to provide that as a third argument. So I want to replace double quote with @ function, right? Sorry, @ character, right? So within single quote or double quote, you can use @ here. Now then when you click on apply here, now you see wherever we have double quote, right? That will be replaced by @ character. Okay, like that. So for example, I want to completely remove this cube here. I want to completely remove this cube here. Now what I will do, I can within the double quote, I will provide a cube here. Okay, including double quotes also I'm giving here. Now I want to completely remove this cube, right? So now as a replacement, I will provide null I don't provide anything here. So this cube will be replaced by space or something like that. Just click on apply. Now you see we are seeing cube here, but I don't see cube in the output here. Why? Because I'm replacing that cube with this one. Like that. Okay, that is the use of replace function. So you can replace any substring with a third argument, whatever you provide. So under third argument, you can provide one more dimension also. That is also not a problem. Like you see, like this. Just click on apply. It will give you a bit bigger one here, but I'll tell you how it will do. Wherever I see cube here, that will be replaced by a region here. So because of that, then I can see central region, east region, south region here. So like that. Okay, I don't want to repeat most of the time. Like that. Okay, now lower function. So it is a very simple one. Like for example, I want to convert all the characters into a lower cases. So I can go for lower function. Just click on apply. Everything will be converted into lower case. When you give upper here, everything will be converted into uppercase. Everything will be converted into uppercase. You can see here like this. And in the recent versions, they have introduced one more function which is called proper. So this proper function, okay, maybe I am using the older version, but if you are using the newer version, right, you can see proper function. So what the proper function will do is it will convert the first character into capital letter, remaining will be lower cases. Only first character will be in uppercase and remaining will be in the lower cases. That is nothing but proper function. Just give me a second. Okay, now I want to tell you about this character function. Character function, like character will give you some, like I'll just go to new sheet here. You see sometimes in a report, right? Sometimes in a report, when you drag any dimension, it will display those dimensions here. Now I can see ABC here. When this ABC will disappear means if you drag anything into this text here, right? Then only this ABC will disappear. So in some cases, instead of dragging the one more dimension or one more measure into the text here, what I will do is I'll create a one calculation here. I'll use character 32. So character 32 means it will simply return the space here. So just click on apply. When you drag calculation 7 into the text, right, it will, instead of it will display, it will give you space. It will give you space here. Because of that reason, I don't see anything here now. So I can use character 32. So different thing will provide different characters here. Character 65 means it will return A, I think. It will give you returning A here. So like that. So based on the requirement, like character 24, you can try different characters here. So in sometimes real time, right? You want to display this upper arrow, right? Then you can go for character 24 also. Character 24 will return you upper arrow like that. So I don't know which number will provide which character. I'm just randomly checking here. So like that, sometimes you can like that. Okay. Now we have one more function which is called space function. So what the space function will do is if you provide space 12 means it will provide you 12 spaces like that. Okay, it will provide you 12 spaces. I don't want to go into detail here. I have ASCII character. We have if null function. So if null function is very important. Okay. So before if null function, I will just try to explain you IIF function. What is the meaning of IIF function? IIF. See, IIF is taking three arguments here. Test, then else. One thing is unknown here. So this is an optional argument. Test means, for example, where we have to provide condition here. So what is the test? We have to provide test condition here. Test condition means, for example, wherever we have region equal to east, I want to see some ABC like that. ABC like that I want to see. Okay. So wherever we have east, right, east region, I want to replace that east region with some different value. The value is ABC. So you have to provide that condition here as a first argument. Second argument is then, right? So when this test condition is true, I want to see ABC as a output, right? So you have to provide ABC here as a second argument. Else means if this test condition is wrong, right? Then what are the output you want to see? That you have to provide that as a third argument here. So let me tell you with an example. Drag the region here. First argument is we have to provide test here. That means it is a true false condition. So when the region is east, So this is a test condition. If the region is east, that is a test condition. So if this condition is true, right, then in the output I want to see ABC. So that is nothing but then condition. That is we have to provide as a second argument. Third argument means, so what it will do is, okay, third argument I want to provide nothing here. I want to provide nothing here, like that I want to provide here. So what it will do is, whenever this condition is true, it will give you ABC in the output. Whenever this condition is false, there we can see nothing in the output. Okay, that is nothing like this. Just click on apply. Now you see what is giving. Okay, just drag it into Rochelle. Wherever I see this condition is satisfying, wherever region equal to east, I can see ABC here. That is a second argument. Otherwise, we are seeing nothing like that. Okay, that is the use of this one. For example, wherever I have east region and wherever I have west region, right? Then I want to see ABC, right? Then you can provide that thing using in function. So wherever regions are in east and west, then I want to see ABC. Otherwise, I want to see nothing. Just click on apply. See, for east and west, I can see ABC here. For remaining, I can see nothing here. So sometimes in place of nothing, I can provide anything here. If you simply provide double quote right, single quote right, you don't see anything in the output here. You see, I'm not getting anything in the output when the condition is false. So instead of the single quote, I can provide one more dimension also here. For example, I want to see states in the output. You can provide one more dimension also here. So whenever this condition is true, it will give you ABC. Otherwise, it will display states here. Just click on apply. Now you see, wherever we have east and west, there I can see ABC. Otherwise, I can see states like that. Okay, so this is about if and if function. Wherever possible, use the IIF function instead of if else condition. Okay. Now we'll come to if null function. I think we have already seen this if null function, but let me try to explain. What it will do is, if null, we have to provide two arguments. I think we have already discussed about this, but let me finish it here. In the expression one, if we have any nulls, those will be replaced by expression two, like this, simple. So, just give us. Okay. So it is becoming very difficult for us to take nulls here with the help of okay, let me try. So in the mapping file, so just take name here, okay, and take sales here. Person A spent 40 rupees and person B spent like 20 rupees. So here we have some null here, but we are getting value 10 for this null here. Okay. Like that, we have one more D here. For this D, he is spending some 40 rupees or something like 5 rupees. Or assume that we have D is not spending anything here. Okay. Now just click on okay. Just try to copy this one. We'll see what the Tableau will do. Paste it here directly, Control V. Okay. Okay. Let me provide you more data here for you. Close. So assume that we have roll number also there, or roll number. Assume that for A, roll number is 1, for roll number 2, for this person we have roll number 3, for this person we have roll number 4. And assume that we have sales 1, sales 2 also there. So sales tree is nothing but I'm just trying to take like this. Wherever we have values in the sales, right? I don't want to take anything in the sales tree. But in the sales, wherever we have null here, I want to take some value here, like that. So assume that like this. Okay. So try to observe here. In the name, we have null here, but correspondingly, we have roll number here. Okay. And we have null in the sales here. Maybe you can take marks here. Assume that this person is marks 1 and marks 2. Marks 1, marks 2. So this person has first failed in this subject, but he wrote second time the exam here. And after that, he's got this marks like that. So just try to copy this one. Go to Tableau and paste it here. Please try to tell you it is simple. Okay. Now I want to tell you one thing here. So in the name we have null, right? So instead of null, I want to provide no data. So wherever we have null, in the output, I want to see no data. So what I will do for that, I'll use a function here, like so I'll use if null function. If null. So expression one is nothing but we have to give name here. Why? Because in the name only we have nulls. And expression two means I want to provide like this. No data I want to display. Instead of null, I want to display no data. So just give apply here. So what this function will do is, if we have if it finds any nulls in the name, then that nulls will be replaced by no data. Else we will get the output as it is. Else we will get the output as it is. Okay. Just drag calculation one into the row shelf here. Now you see this calculation one we are providing on top of a name function, right? Now you see what is happening. So this is a calculation. So wherever we have null, that is replaced by no data. So if we have data, right, the data will be displayed as it is. The data will be displayed as it is. Whenever we have null, then only that will be replaced by no data. Whatever you mentioned here. Otherwise, the data will be displayed as it is, like that. Now my next requirement is, instead of providing no data here, what I want to do is, for corresponding person, the roll number is available, right? So wherever we have null, I want to replace that null with roll number. Otherwise, I want to display the name as it is. So simple. So instead of no data, null here, instead of no data, I can give roll number here. Now just click on apply. Okay, maybe what is the thing here is, if null, so this is very important error we'll face in the real time. So what the error is saying is, if null is being called with string and integer. If null is being called with string comma integer, that is nothing but we are providing string as a first argument, and second argument we are providing is an integer we are providing. So presently in this format we are providing, but it is not the correct format. It is suggesting that, did you mean string comma string? That means first argument should be string, second argument also should be string only. 1 second. Okay, so second argument also should be string only. So whatever you see last here, that is a correct format. But here the roll number is a numeric here. So what I will do, I will try to convert this roll number into string here. Okay, name is a string, so I want to convert the roll number also into a string only. Okay, now just click on apply. Now you see, wherever we have null, that is replaced by roll number, but wherever we have name, that will be replaced, that will be provided as it is in the output. Okay, like that. So if null function is very important. If null function, we can use if null function for both dimensions and measures also. If null functions can be used for both dimensions and measures. So till now we have seen how to apply the if null function for dimensions. Now we will see how to apply the same if null function for measures. So let's remove this. Now I'll come to measure. So marks is a measure, right? Marks is a measure. So we have two measures here. We have two measures. So we have marks 1 and marks 2. In the marks 1, wherever we have null, there we have marks 2 value. Okay. Now what is my requirement? Very simple, similar manner only. Wherever I have nulls in the marks here, I want to first requirement is I want to replace this null with 0. So forget about this marks 2. My first requirement is I want to replace this nulls with